Oh, fuck yeah, dudes! Alright. So right away I see the Delinquent. Been a while since I've seen the Delinquent. I'm so excited for this. So I mentioned a couple times there was a specific WAD that I was waiting for. A WAD that I thought was going to be much earlier, but is right now. This is Memento Mori. The reason I was waiting for Memento Mori is because this is, other than like the official iWADs, this is the first WAD he's reviewing that I've actually played. So, unlike the other episodes I've just done, like, whatever the fuck, I can actually give feedback to this one because I've actually played it. I actually have some background for this. I played this also at a time in my life I was not at the best. So it was there for me. It was there for me when I needed it. If I sound like my mouth is full, it's because I just got Sonic. So I'm quite hungry. But man, I am so excited. I know there's Decino in this, Doom Kid's in this. Mount Pain, I don't mind. I don't mind poking fun at his opinions because I think it's hilarious. I think that's just part of it. Doom Kid's, I've never interacted with him, but I know he is very, very nice, very cool person. Decino scares me. The dude can bench press like 3 of me, and he's really good at Doom. The guy scares me. The whole spiel. I've been given consent from Mount Pain to make this video. If you haven't seen the original, turn this off. Go watch that. Go give him your first view. Come back. We'll watch this together. All right, Delinquent. Mr. Delinquent of Doom. Let's see what you got. Whoops. Wow, my volume's really low. Oh, real quick. I'm sorry, before I... What the fuck are you doing in the intro? Right after this went up, or at least a couple hours after it went up, he messaged me on Patreon and was just like, get ready for a very long and involved reaction video, ellipses. And I was like, fuck! Oh my god, I can't. I really thought this was going to be Summer Schooled, because I also know, I knew this a while ago because I had asked him about it. He said, all I know about this is he said that he did not look too favorably upon it. That's all I know. Which means, that's great, because it means I get to react in a hilarious way. Alright, enough stalling.
It's a big day for your Doom education, Delinquent.
Oh?
Today, we're going on a field trip through a classic megawad called Memento Mori.
Yeah!
One of the earliest, most famous, and oft-played of all custom megawads.
Oh, yeah, doesn't that mean, remember you will die? It's, like, really morbid, isn't it?
How did you know that?
Hey, I'm not the delinquent of Latin, I'm the delinquent of Doom. I actually like my other classes. I googled it.
Yep.
Okay.
I took Latin in high school, so I'm familiar. Mori means death.
Hello there, I'm Mount Pain 27, and this is Dean of Doom, the show we give grades to classic and contemporary Doom wads. Why? Because ranking things is fun. Today's episode will be dedicated to Memento Mori, a 1995 megawad.
By the way, I love the fucking music in this WAD. Mark Clem is a musical genius.
Finalized in '96, that was made by a team of 21 designers, spearheaded by Thomas and Dennis Moeller, who comprised a mapping duo called the Innocent Crew, with notable contributions from Tom Mustaine and the brothers Casali. As I told the Delinquent, Memento Mori is an undisputed classic. It was rated the top WAD of 1996 by Doom bigwigs Linguisa and Mike Cy Watson, and it earned the rare distinction of being included among the 7 PWADs eligible for compet and speedrunning. Rare for its time, Memento Mori also has an original score composed by the one and only Mark Clem. Some of these tracks are still used in custom WADs to this day. is also a rarity for the special consideration it gives to cooperative multiplayer campaigns. The
It was designed specifically, I think specifically for co-op play, if I remember right.
co-op trend didn't necessarily catch on, with deathmatch being the vastly more popular multiplayer format, but Memento Mori's innovation on that front is still appreciable today. So here's how the show works. Every map gets 1 grade for quality and 1 for difficulty. On the quality
I look at that map that just loaded up, map 1, I already hear the fucking MIDI. It's so good. It's so good.
side, the grades go from A to F. Grade A levels are fun, memorable, visually distinctive, creative, and a fair challenge. Difficulty grades go from X to E. X for extreme, E for easy, A through D in between. Keep in mind, I probably won't have the same ideas about what makes a great level as you do, but that's okay. Disagreeing is part of the fun, after all. At the end of the day, this show is about spreading the joy of Doom, so let's do so. Before we start, the rules are, we play on Ultra Violence and must pistol start each level. I need to play the WAD twice before reviewing it. Saves are allowed, and we go for 100% kills in all levels, making exceptions when it's just not worth it. I play on Z-Doom with compatibility set to strict. Now, to the WAD. Map 1, the Teleporter. For some, the view of these shotgunners and pentagrams is as iconic as turning around at the start of...
By the way, let's back this up real quick. Already having to pause and back up. Keep a close eye when he goes through the hallway.
1, the Teleporter. For some, the view of these shotgunners and pentagrams is as iconic as turning...
A secret is revealed? What secret? Alright, so, if you're a map maker, don't do mandatory secrets. I don't like that. It bears no effect on gameplay, other than someone like me who, a while ago, had done a series on if you can beat Doom without triggering any secrets. Having secrets like this that you cannot avoid triggering is triggering.
Turning around at the start of entryway and revving up the chainsaw. For 1995, this is a stinging opening statement. To deal with 40 hit scanners, the map offers you 5 measly stim packs and a handful of armor bonuses. The title Teleporter doesn't do much except confuse the monsters, and when
Yeah, I died on my first run through this.
you reach it, the map is practically over. Are you sure you don't want to play along with me, Delinquent?
Yeah, I'm good.
Memento Mori is a lot more fun with friends.
Everything is more fun with friends.
True.
I can't argue with that. Grade C+, difficulty D+.
Fair.
Map 2, the Bridge. The Bridge introduces a few custom textures and dates itself with excessive pinky usage. You'll probably spend half of this map's 4-minute runtime shotgunning their snarling faces.
Yeah.
Go leaping into the poison looking for goodies, you'll die and feel dumb doing so. Memento Mori may look primitive now, but in
I did not do
95,
that.
this was cutting-edge stuff. For example, you won't find any see-through doors like this in Doom 2. Disclaimer, I've played
True.
this Megawad twice in co-op and twice on my own, but I'm still hapless at finding this Megawad's secrets, so go easy on me if I miss obvious stuff. Grade C, difficulty E.
Fair.
Map 3, Interlock. Tom Mustaine does entryway. The end. This fidgety staircase hints at Memento Mori's love of environmental shapeshifting, which we'll see in abundance later on. The interlock feels like a Master Level's reject. It passes in the blink of an eye. Grade D+, difficulty E.
Okay.
Map 4, The Stand. The Stand is the first of 3 Jens Nielsen maps in Memento Mori. His
This
are
map
the
was hard.
sparest and most procedural levels in the Megawad, and while Nielsen's brand of fun and mine are like oil and water, I will acknowledge that he is one of the most consistent and identifiable
I remember being stuck at this bit. I just remember being over the lava moat at like 15 health. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do here?
styles in early 90s mapping. The Stand is going to turn people away, especially newcomers to Doom in the 2020s who want to give an oldie a spin. It's not enjoyed
Me,
so much
basically.
as deciphered, and failure to play the puzzle game is punished severely. Example 1. The Super Shotgun is an unofficial secret. It's a real pain in the ass to get, but if you don't, have fun with all these Hell Knights in tight quarters and on flights of stairs, and say a prayer for this bit that locks you in a confined hallway with a Baron of Hell. Hey, Delinquent, you can fly. Would you hand me that Super Shotgun, please?
Nope.
No thanks.
Why not?
Well, I would get it for you, but you'd have to admit that, you're a dirty cheater.
Never mind. Example 2. If you jump in the poison, and in hopes of finding a Romero-style reward or a clue about how to progress, you'll be consumed by 20 damage floor if hit scanners don't take your head off first. Example 3, the red
Yeah, toxic. What the fuck? Not toxic. Sorry. 20% super slime. What the fuck?
key, which is necessary to exit, can only be accessed by opening a wall marked by an arrow on the floor, which you won't see unless you're coming up these stairs. This area is marked as a secret, by the way. I strongly encourage interacting with off textures and anything marked with a lightning bolt. The only thing that saves the Stand from a swift F is Nielsen's creative multiplayer implementation. His switch at the start makes his map completable in single player, but it's blocked with decorations in co-op. Grade D-, difficulty B-. Map 5, Hell's Kitchen. Another unsubtle Doom 2 homage, Hell's Kitchen riffs on Doom 2's Circle of Death and Tenements, but manages to drain the fun.
Which is something I noticed now, looking at it, but did not pick up on before when I played it, that it looks a lot like Circle of Death and Tenements.
Out of both its inspirations. The restricted footing, clunky fights, and nagging damaging floor weigh this one down. These 2 Hell Knights guarding the secret blue key will ruin your day. A couple of health bonuses, a medikit, and a chain gun doesn't really offset the aggravation of dealing with them. This arbitrary megasphere almost compensates for the rad suit deprivation. One of the 2 available in this map is tucked down in the schmutz. Hell's Kitchen does look okay for 1995, even if it does just copy Romero. Grade D, difficulty C.
Fair.
Map 6, the Power Station. This grungy tech base is accidentally non-linear thanks to a conveniently spaced jump to the blue key, but unless you want to shake things up or test yourself, there's no reason to take the blue path first. It's easily the hardest. I quite like
I love this mini, by the way.
This climactic hit-scan shootout in the strobe-lit crepe maze, and this lights-out Kako Inspector fight makes up for an enthusiasm what it lacks in actual entertainment value. The Power Station's secrets are either really obvious or really not. Sergeant and Clem are happy to gift you soul spheres and mega armor for pressing on wall panels, but they bury the backpack behind a door that opens when you shoot a candle, and climbing this random box reveals an imp and the auto map. Very 90s.
I did not get any of those.
Map I actually kind of dig. Grade B-, difficulty D+. Map 7, not that simple. I go so far as to call it overcomplicated.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, wait, here. Let me see what he has to say first, and then I'll comment on it.
Like The Stand, Not That Simple is an orthogonal, illogical, switch-heavy puzzle box, but it's my favorite Jens Nielsen map by a mile, and here's why. Of his 3 Memento Mori maps, Not That Simple rewards foreknowledge the most. You're probably going to hate this map and be stymied by it your first time through, but the good news is you'll dismantle it much more handily if and when you return to it. Uncovering this switch allows you to armor up and get a chain gun and SSG before stepping foot into the first big room. Then remember to check behind the giving tree for this ridiculously hidden rocket launcher, and the rest of the level's a piece of cake.
Somehow I found that on my first run through, but it took me, like... I died on this map, like, 6 fucking times. And I had to look up, like, a playthrough of the map to find... to find the thing at the beginning with the switch and the armor and the super shotgun.
Well, except for the maze, which is a complete waste of time by any metric. The Archvile fight in the secondary courtyard is my favorite in the map.
Pissed me off! What do you mean it's your favorite? Do you just hate life? What happened to you? No. I died to that twice in a row because it became a roll of the dice. Does my super shotgun pain him? No? Alright, I die. That's literally what it was. That's not enjoyable. That wasn't enjoyable to me. Maybe I did it wrong because it looks like he's running backwards into the courtyard area. But no, I definitely just did it right in that little section. And both times, 40% chance around to pain him, and it didn't, and I fucking died. And I got pissed off.
Mostly because Archviles are kind of a novelty in this WAD, and you'll be glad to have the rocket launcher on hand in this corridor with the switch that lowers the yellow key. Not That Simple is a pretty apt metaphor for Memento Mori. It's a big Doom 2 reference that mistakes complexity for sophistication. Grade C, difficulty
That's accurate.
C. Footnote, whatever happened to these textures? Map 8, And the Dead Shall Rise.
Oh! The song! I love the song. The song, I think, is only used... I think that's the only time the song's used in this WAD, but it's so good.
You must have been a big Romero fan, and The Dead Shall Rise borrows heavily from Thy Flesh Consumed, especially against the wickedly. In fact, the biblical title and total absence of Doom 2 monsters strongly suggests to me that this map was made for Doom 1. And I knew it. This level is calculated and the action is nearly inert, but at least you get a super shotgun to deal with the 7 barons. I really dislike that Flaherty forces you to make a leap of faith through the red door, and I don't understand why these loitering sergeants and cacos are down here, or why the blue key platform lowers when you press on it. I guess the answer to all of these questions is, it was the 90s.
Yeah.
Grade D, difficulty.
Unfortunately, yeah.
What's so funny?
I'm just really enjoying you not having fun all by yourself.
Well, it just so happens that I'm not all by myself.
What?
Okay. Yeah, I have a really hard start, by the way. I'm surrounded by 3 cacodemons.
Yeah, I actually remember that.
I do.
The delinquent was complaining.
Well, you can always turn around and just help me shoot the cacos.
Sure. Do you get a super shotgun?
Not yet.
Map 9, High-Tech Grave. Since High-Tech Grave is a lengthy undertaking in solo play, I decided to ask Professor Decino, the legendary demon-slaying Dutchman, to accompany me. At first, it was just fun.
I don't know why you're referring to... I know he's Dutch. I don't know why you referring to him as a Dutchman is hilarious to me. Because I thought of the Flying Dutchman from SpongeBob.
To have a friend along for the ride, but it wasn't long before the Dean of Doom got taken to school.
Alright, if you step aside, I'll launch some missiles.
Yeah.
This is
Wiggly
booby trap, by the way, so...
incredible.
You may want to get out of here. Yeah, okay.
You gotta go same time though, right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Go. And if I were you, use the chain on here. I can stun lock the monkey by if needed. You don't have a backpack, right?
No.
There's one here if you want.
Is there one over there?
Yeah. And look at this.
I guess sure. That's where it was hiding. What do you? What's your health like?
Enough. It's for you. Alright, now.
Enough! It's for you! I'm telling again, Decino fucking scares me.
Secret again.
Yep.
I'll go for it because I think it has a backpack. Which I don't have yet. There we go. And another secret. I'm just gonna look for the secret. I think it's a piece of shadow we missed or something. Yeah, got it. Take note how when you enter the slime, like two pipes get revealed that leak more slime, and then the floor level rises. Look.
Is it damaging floor?
Yeah, but look at this.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so... Oh, okay, we kind of broke the map, but
Oh yeah, don't go in.
the floor rose twice
Oh,
instead of once.
Oh, yeah, that's not the case for me. I cannot see through walls.
Okay, so it's a desync. Okay, good to know.
Hilarious!
The last 4 secrets are here. Let's see if you can guess where they are.
How about the last 5 enemies? Is it behind one of these scratch walls? Or not? Oh, it is in here.
That's one.
That's. Oh, it's each of these 4 compartments.
Yeah.
They're all the same. They all give you the same stuff.
One
Wow.
for each player.
With Decino's help, high-tech grave was a breeze, but it's heavier lifting and much more boring in single player. Except for this pair of E1M3 references, high-tech grave's many rooms run together, and the combat leaves minimal impression. After we exited, I asked Decino if he'd give a guest lecture on what we just played.
Oh wait, hang on before it does that. Yeah, no, playing this map in single player, that was the first map I could tell. Yeah, this map's definitely made for 4-player co-op. Absolutely, for sure. All right, what's you got, Decino?
Yeah, I kind of enjoyed this one. It is kind of cramped, but like in a good way. It's just a lot of hit scan aims. I didn't really mind it. Progression makes sense after you play through the map once, and the only thing I'm kind of missing is the co-op aspect, because you both start different areas, but like not even 1 minute in, you join together. I guess we kind of broke the map, because I don't think you're supposed to teleport both into one of the split paths. I think because of Automax that doesn't have collision detection with players, you can both go through the teleporters like that, and I don't think that's supposed to happen, but it's more fun to just fight together, don't you think? I enjoy it. It's, you know, typical 1996 tech base.
I'm not quite as generous.
Oh.
Grade D.
Oh! I'm not quite as generous. Failed. I know it's not an F, but I mean, at least when I went to school, if it was below a C, it was failing. More accurately, if it was below a 70, it was failing, so... Ooh! Alright. Let me see the next map.
B-. Map 10, The Mansion.
Alright. This was the first map that I loaded in and I was just blown the fuck away. The MIDI was awesome. The mansion was awesome. If a bit empty. But it was just so cool playing it the first
Designed
time.
by the author of Memento Mori's story, the mansion is a cozy locale decked out with Doomcute. The closets, bookcases, beds, chandelier, and atrium are comfy doses of familiarity in the midst of all this 90s abstraction. I had such a nice time with Professor Decino that I invited my good friend Professor Doomkit on the show for some friendly fiend fragging, as well as some free tips, and a house tour.
If you need bullets, if you're running low, this little chest of drawers here has some boxes in it. There have been multiple times I was playing this WAD and I soft-locked it at this spot.
By yourself or
Because you could straight...
Oh, over here.
Yeah. So if you jump across, there's a box of rockets, and if you go in there, you
can't get out?
I'll have to let you out, basically. You can go ahead. Oh, there's 2 soul spheres. Oh, awesome. I was going to say you go ahead and grab it, but looks like we each get one.
Nice, as long as I don't die first.
Please die immediately.
That's a bedroom. I shouldn't have opened that. Pain elementals.
Lots of pain.
Kill the
man,
delinquents.
so many.
Kill the delinquent's family.
I was just thinking that.
I'm sorry you had to hear that, delinquent.
Caught in 4K live.
He's got a little iPhone, dude! He's got a little iPhone! You're fucking done, son! Wait, let me back it up.
I'm sorry you had to hear that, delinquent.
Caught in 4K live. Gonna put this on YouTube. Gonna cancel the Dean of Doom.
Turns out Doomkit and I picked an excellent map to co-op, because the mansion's multiplayer monster placement is noticeably more aggressive.
I forgot about the brass and the drum section of this part of the song. Oh, yeah! I fucking love the music in this WAD, man.
And Doomkit got to show me an area normally inaccessible in single player.
Oh, nice. So, oh, okay, hit that again here. All right, excellent. There we go.
That's
Now-
the switch you was taking.
I was wondering how to get
The
here.
little mouth opens here, which is cool.
Oh, I like that. That's really fun.
Online interaction between Australia and the States is spotty, to put it mildly, but it's a small price to pay for the modern miracle of being able to play Doom with somebody across a continent and the Pacific Ocean.
I'm picking up the blue key and it's not even acknowledging it.
Really? You're like flying around on my screen, running backwards.
Now, oh god.
It's not good. I have a desynced Revenant following me around who's harmless, who can't hurt anything. But he's like still appears. He's a pet.
The ghost.
I have a pet revenant.
he literally just punched you in the dick, and you're just like, yeah, what's up? What are you gonna do, bitch?
He's a pet.
The ghost.
I have a pet revenant. Something is bugging out. I've got a big red minus sign next to my rocket count right now. This desynced revenant, dude. My pet revenant. I bumped into him.
Following you?
I bumped into him and woke him up, and he started following me again. Just beautiful.
Tackled solo or with a buddy, the mansion is
Oh
one of
my
Memento
God.
Mori's simple pleasures. Here's what Doomkid had to say about it.
All right, let's hear it.
So map 10 is one of my favorite Memento Mori maps. In single player, it's you know, not too tough. It has all the munitions you need to get through it. But in cooperative, things started to feel pretty sparse. So, and it was much tougher, but I liked it. I like going across to the little face that opens the mouth in cooperative. You know, just another example of Memento Mori's co-op stuff working really well. So, yeah, no, that was really fun. I like that.
Grade B, difficulty.
Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Does Sunlust have co-op monsters? Payne, we gotta play Sunlust, man. We gotta fucking suffer through Sunlust together.
B+. Map 11, Halls of Insanity. Halls of Insanity is only noteworthy for having been designed expressly for cooperative play, which is reflected in Reuter and Moller's fairly sparse placement of health pickups. Just 16 stims and 2 medikits. By the time you find the Mega Armor and Soul Sphere, the map is already over. 10 monsters are inaccessible in single player, as player 2 is expected to polish them off en route to the rendezvous point. Grade D, difficulty D+.
Fair.
Map 12, Kinetics.
This is the first map that fucking tore me apart. This map is so difficult from pistol start. At least for me it was.
I try to give older maps the benefit of the doubt when they make design decisions that have long
Because this MIDI is so fucking sorrowful, and you're just getting dumpstered by everything.
since fallen out of favor, but you can't polish a turd. Kinetics makes
Oh.
every mistake in the book. Tiny corridors, ridiculous height variation, unreasonably lean.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck! Yeah, fuck this! Let me tell you
Every
why.
mistake
Watch
in the
this.
book.
Check this
Tiny
out.
Corridors, ridiculous height
This bit
variation.
right here, I was going up the stairs that were rising, and I got caught under the ceiling and it fucking crushed me. And I couldn't get out, and it's like, alright! Because this is back when I still played saveless, so I died for something that wasn't my fault. Yeah, fuck this!
Unreasonably lean health and ammo allowance, extreme darkness, constantly having to deal with enemies above or below
Yeah,
your
this bit
sightline,
was stupid.
needlessly obscure progression, missing textures, and idiotic fights like this.
I don't think I entered the room that way, but yeah, that is pretty asinine.
I would go into more specifics if I could stand to relive Kinetics another time, but I can't. This is a stilted, painful dumpster fire. Grade F, difficulty C+. Map 13, the Inmost Dens 2. Why don't Inmost Dens
Why did we need an Inmost Dens 2? That's my question. This is a good map. I enjoyed this map. Just why did we need an Inmost Dens 2?
imitators ever place their maps in the 14 slot? Maybe it's OCD, but Scythe Map 15, Plutonia Map 18, Hell Revealed 2 Map 24, and the Inmost Dens 2 all feel slightly out of place. Dennis Moeller
Fair.
stays pretty faithful to the formula, fusing American McGee's brown brick and water with his own sporadically creative touches. This weird 2D switch races the stairs to the red key, and the pop-up exit trick is clever. Dario Casale would go on to use it more famously in TNT Evolution Map 32. The Pinky and Baron Chapel fight bores me and ends on a really sour note. Until you press on this flashing, candle-topped wall or are saved by a teammate, you're locked in here forever. The Inmost Dens 2 should be remembered as the first in a long line of mediocre homages. Grade C,
Yeah,
difficulty
that's
C.
true.
Map 14, Aqueduct. Mustaine spells it the way it ought to be spelled, but not how it's actually spelled. This short and modest...
Wait, how is it actually spelled? Hold on a minute. Is it spelled aqueduct, like the sea creature? A duck's not a sea creature. Unlock my phone! It's my fucking finger! I gotta look this up now. Hold on. Aqueduct. Aqueduct. Oh, A-Q-U-E. I see.
Shoot 'em up is one of Memento Mori's bright spots, a welcome relief from the co-op shenanigans, failed experiments, and long-winded labyrinths. Stay on the move in the main room to avoid getting Swiss cheesed or grilled by Mancubi, and keep the eyes in the back of your head peeled, because Mustaine likes to open up monster closets behind you. Both key rooms try to block your escape with trickles of teleporting monsters. The first cyber demon of the Megawad guards the exit.
Oh, I was so hyped when I fucking went down the stairs and saw him. I was like, oh, this is a boss fight. I'm so excited.
Be a pushover with all the cells Mustaine gives you. Grade B-.
I mean, it was still easy, yeah, but...
Map 15, Karma Coma.
Love this map. Map is really fucking nice.
With its whopping kill count, 10 secrets, and staunchly square layout, Karma Coma looks ready to lay the biggest egg in the Megawad so far, but turns out pretty kick-ass if you ask me. With the proper itinerary and some confidence, you can blaze through it with a full backpack and a bloody grin on your
It's their version of Industrial Zone, basically, but it's done so well.
face. Helmberger marks nearly all of his secrets with misaligned or off textures and candles. I particularly like the creative reward for finding this switch. It crushes 4 Mancubi that would have jumped you later. Between bouts of obligatory corridor shooting, Karma Coma hosts some densely packed fights that I'd venture to call proto-slaughter. Backed by Mark Clem's driving MIDI, these make for some of Memento Mori's best moments. This fully stocked warehouse is grade A foreshadowing.
Yeah.
The ensuing blowout doesn't disappoint. You could fill a dump truck convoy with all these demon corpses. Take note, the switches in this building are a little weird. You can lock yourself out if you're not paying attention, and if you do, you won't be able to climb out of this window and rocket jump to the secret exit. Karma Coma is one of my perennial favorites.
Oh, is that how you get to that?
Compensating for its architectural simplicity and quiet interlude.
I think I just gave up and just ID clubbed.
It's with satisfying gore fiestas. Grade B+.
They went with
difficulty.
the Mount Erebus reference. Yeah, I loved that ending fight near the warehouse. It was so good. It made fights like that like you have a lot of ground there, but as the demons advance, you gotta like back up. I love that shit. I love that shit so much.
C+. Map 31, Technology Base.
And fuck this map.
The only ungeneric thing about Technology Base is that it was designed exclusively for co-op mode. Half of the map is only reachable in single player with a specific exploit, but I didn't need it because Professor Decino and I got to join forces once more.
Hey.
So we need to take care of our monsters on our side.
Yeah, okay. Good luck.
Yep.
Let me see.
This map is a bit lonesome.
I gotta see what Decino had, because the single player one puts you on a pain side.
Whether or not you're playing singly, except for a few choice reunions, it separates you and your teammate for a good chunk of its runtime.
Oh, there we are.
Oh wait, there we are.
What the fuck?
Oh weird.
You lowered my teleporter, I lower your teleporter.
Big crops of hit scanners and unpleasant pitfalls are commonplace along both forks, and I don't know what to call these rocket launchers if not a taunt, because Moeller put 0 rockets in the map.
Oh, one lowered the rocket launcher, at last.
Sorry, Decino. Players 1 and 2 reunite the yellow key and fight side by side for the rest of the map.
Yeah, there you are.
Very nice.
We meet at last.
Oh, 1% health. Hype.
Oh, thank you, mister. You better run, boy.
Yep, lots of pinkies and specs.
Run,
That's why
boy,
they just
run.
berserks. How appropriate.
This mini's
Yeah,
awesome, by
bar's
the way.
open.
I didn't mention it on map 9 because I was distracted by Decino being there, but this midi's fucking awesome. It is pure. It is literally ground up powder that is 80s music. That is 80s rock. That is what this song is. It is the most 80s song I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, and the crushers are doing work as well.
Fast crushers.
Oh, they did some work on me.
Technology Base is ambitious, but flawed, and not a whole lot of fun. Let's see if Decino agrees.
Well, it's a confusing mess, that's for sure. You can add that to the review. Grade D-. Great ideas.
Yeah.
horrible
D-, huh?
experience.
Grade D, difficulty.
Oh, okay, alright. Yeah, that's about what I'd give it. I think, so, I remember playing through the map. I died like 5 times, so I was like pissed off. And the furthest point I got, I remember I was on a bridge and there was like slime on either side of me. And I figured, well, you know, John Romero, Keck W. I'm gonna jump down in the slime because I saw a misaligned texture and I opened it and I'm like, oh, a teleporter. And I went through and it was the secret exit. And I'm like, I'm not playing this fucking map again to see what else I'm missing. I'm just gonna go. So I went to map 32,
C+. Map 32, the Hidden Slime Factory.
a marginally better map.
Man, what a blunder it was to make this map not only optional, but inaccessible in single player unless you follow DoomWiki's directions. Map 31's super secret exit is only reachable from player 2's side.
Yeah,
The
this is
Hidden
it.
Slime Factory is one of the Megawad's most well-rounded maps.
And how did I get to player 2's side? I don't fucking know.
Negatives first. Mark Clem is obsessed with stair building to the point of distraction, and newcomers will spend a lot of time wondering what to do next. It's hard enough to get to the exit once without Clem teleporting you back to the beginning for no reason. On the plus side, the action is solid, Clem's secrets are findable and incredibly generous, and he knocks it out of the park from a detailing perspective. Have a look at this slime pumping apparatus, the Doom Cute easy chair and dining room table, and this funky bit of forced texture curvature. While it's nothing earth-shattering from a modern vantage point, the Hidden Slime Factory is neat and inoffensive, which places it a cut above the average MM offering. Grade B, difficulty D.
So I never finished this map legitimately because I got hopelessly stuck, as I tend to do whenever I play these maps for the first time. Or any map for the first time, really. I get hopelessly fucking lost. And I got to the exit, couldn't figure out how to get through it, and I was in voice call with a friend at the time. And I think I just ID clipped through, ran to the exit, which is like, oh my god, I finished the level! Who would have guessed that? Wow, what a great level! It was fine. It was fine, it was a fine level.
Map 16?
I wouldn't say B, but I mean, it was good.
Stoned, I'll say. Stoned is one of the most uneven maps in Memento Mori, a string of half-baked ideas stapled
Wait, what map is this again? Hold on a
together.
minute.
It starts off in a brown
Oh, I remember this, Yeah, this map was confusing.
then leads underground to a lava cavern, spills into a command center wallpapered with the icon of Sin, and drops down into a pair of inexplicably grassy areas. Kurt Schmidt scatters secrets all over the place, behind pairs of torches, in nigh unmissable pitfalls and monster closets, and a few non-obvious niches. Ride this door up to a chain gunner attic, hit a switch, and you'll find a motherload of supplies. Despite its eccentricities, Stone is much more up-tempo than you'd expect. I like this yellow key fake-out, and the double archvile attack comes quite unexpectedly. The exit room, though? This is the kind of shit that makes enemies with completionists. I'll give Schmidt this. Whether or not he was puffing the magic dragon when he made this, he's not afraid to make them...
Puffing the magic dragon? Am I just too young? I've never heard that phrase before, but now that's the only way I'm gonna refer to weed from now on as puffing the magic dragon.
Grade C, difficulty C. Map 17, House of Thorn. Eric
Just one thorn.
Soundbox My House.wad comes even closer
Oh, hey, fuck this map, by the way.
to realism than map 10, but it's much more cramped and disagreeable. I don't know how you're supposed to finish this map if you don't find the secret planet.
It's good, but it's
in the
hard.
basement, which you access by hitting this switch and shotgunning an archvile. The super shotgun is also tucked away, this time in a weapons locker in the study, where you also have to know to press this wall to get a blue key. The red key, which opens the exit, is guarded by a Hell Knight and 2 pairs of Barons that can teleport around in a tight space, and there's another archvile and a Mancubus quartet the next room over.
And because I didn't find the secrets, I actually had to resort to, I think, chainsawing them. I actually had to chainsaw them. Is chainsaw or berserk? It was one of those, but not good!
Without the secret weapons, you're screwed. I had a rough time in this recording. House of Thorn pissed me off enough to warrant an Impulse F, but upon reflection and replay, it's not quite as awful as I thought. Those last 2 Barons are pure disrespect.
No, it's a good map, it's just I don't want to chainsaw a fucking Baron.
D, difficulty B. Map 18, A Dead Man's Town. God damn, an archvile in the first room?
This map is
What
awesome.
This? Hell revealed? Turns out, this town is big enough for the 2 of us. The map is calibrated specifically for multiplayer once again. Despite giving solo goers the same amount of ammo as co-op mode, A Dead Man's Town lives up to its name if you overlook the early plasma rifle. The second one comes so late it might as well be useless. The Armed and Dangerous Homeowners Association in the first borough and the grassy quadrangle will pepper the inattentive with cheap shots, and the latter's roaming heavies, archvile lieutenants, and copious perched barons, revenants, and hit scanners are
That's a bad
menace
place to
without
go.
Weapon 6. When you obtain the blue...
So what just happened there was my experience with map 7 with that archvile. 70 down to 2, yeah.
Key, archviles are released on the ground and on this rooftop, so don't let them get busy. I managed to beat this map without cheating to backtrack for the plasma or this ludicrous secret, so my view of this map's difficulty is skewed considerably, but even so, I appreciate Henrik Rothja's pushing of the proverbial envelope. Grade
Did you put the fake wall twice?
But even so, I appreciate Henrik Rothja's pushing of the
Yeah,
proverbial
you did.
envelope. Grade B-, difficulty A-. Map 19, Maltraitor. Yes, I know it's a French word, but this isn't the French episode.
Wait, what does
Michael
it
Rapp,
mean? Huh?
19, Maltraitor.
Oh, mistreat.
Yes, I know it's a French word, but this isn't the French episode. Michael Rapp went on
This map, I think, if I remember right, was pretty difficult, but I only remember the opening area.
to make one of my favorite maps in Requiem 2 years later, but Maltraitor is a subdued, linear plod that's little more than a vehicle for Mark Clem's
This MIDI, again, outstanding.
ambient MIDI. Taking after his fellow Memento morons, Michael Rapp
Hold
in
on.
a vehicle for Mark
Gotta read the
Clem's
subtitle.
ambient MIDI. Taking after his fellow Memento moron.
That was a joke. They're obviously not morons, but I have to put this disclaimer in case somebody gets legitimately angry at me. That's the world we live in. If you're actually angry, it's just wordplay. It's funny! It's just funny!
Michael Rapp fills his map with experimental doohickeys like the switch that raises the slime at the start, the split button, the donut-shaped crusher, and the one-way glass in the Soul Sphere room. Maltraitor is otherwise forgettable and painless. Grade C-, difficulty D-. Map 20, Mountain Depot. An affable outdoor adventure with a couple of major
Oh, is this the
design
one I'm
flaws.
thinking of?
Mountain Depot gets...
This map was really, really cool. I don't know what else to say other than just it was really, really, really
Off to
cool.
a laid-back start, setting you loose in a
This is a
brightly
fitting
lit,
map 20.
wide-open sandbox full of monsters. To move forward, you'll need the red key, which can only be accessed by jumping into a poison pit and pressing on the slime fall it's sitting on, which is almost unforgivably janky. It also breaks
Oh, you want jank, motherfucker? Just give it a bit.
in Z-Doom if you don't let the elevator fully rise behind you first. Thanks, Scott. With that behind you, Mountain Depot resumes being generally tolerable. You can infiltrate the zombie-occupied compound through the back door, which is guarded by a cyber demon. Veer left into the tunnel to get a megasphere and invuln, which should help you make short work of cyber.
Yeah, I didn't get that, so I heard the cyber demon roar, and I just fucking backed out of the cavern and waited for him to literally walk his happy ass out there into the actual, like, open.
Then find this teleporter, nab the blue key, and
So I didn't kill him then either, so I had to deal with him launching rockets at me from across the globe while I'm trying to go through one of the depots.
storage, plug the remaining goons, get the yellow key, and split. If you find 3 lion switches, you'll unlock the Megawatt's first BFG, which is needlessly difficult to grab. Thanks, Scott. Also, 100% kills is impossible here because of the unreachable shotgun guy on the hill. Thanks, Scott. Grade C+, difficulty C. Map 21, Twilight Lab. Probably one of the biggest vanilla levels of its day, Twilight Lab is the only level in Memento Mori whose overlength doesn't really bother me, especially when I have a buddy to help tackle it with me.
What we got?
Oh,
Oh,
triggered
crap.
something.
Oh, got Doom Kid.
Freaking pain elementals.
Delinquent.
Well, there go the cells.
Ooh, man.
Well, we actually did that really well.
Oh, here it is. Here's the other.
Did you see Doom Kid's inventory? And we did it really well. You had 1 shotgun shell and 2 rockets.
Secret of the Arch Files.
Oh God, what? Don't hit that switch again. He's gonna get out.
He's out.
Oh no, I thought I could take him down.
Get his ass! Get his ass!
Oh, we got him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you see that?
I've got a pistol.
That's. Oh wait,
Like, please shoot the
there's
Arch
a box
Files.
of rockets. There's a box of rockets. I'm gonna go for it.
Get
All right, stand clear. I'm gonna go by this left door here, and I'm gonna try to pump the vial full of rockets. Oh, I got him. Oh
Nice.
yes.
Twilight Lab was originally a standalone release by Bedoric, which explains the huge scale. It
Oh,
runs the
I
gamut
see.
of styles, from science center to sewer to crate maze, and seems content to let its combat play second fiddle to exploration. The map is so large, these color-coded directions are actually a big help. Maybe I just played
It
it on
was.
a good day, but Twilight Lab's eclectic sprawl feels less indulgent than the works of Jens Nielsen or the Molars. For once, it's not such a drag to get lost in Memento Mori.
There is a really quote-unquote thrilling secret that we need to get doing this weird little crate scaling stuff.
Is this all for a secret, or is this for a specific? I thought we were getting a key here.
No, it's a secret, and it's the lamest secret ever. Like, see how amazing that loot is right there, dude?
Wait, that's a secret?
That's the secret.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I have never felt such a rush of excitement playing Doom.
Grade B+, difficulty C+. Map 22, The Escape.
Oh, the escape. Oh my god. I'm gonna let him bring it up first because I'm sure he's gonna bring it up.
One of the less tedious Dennis Moeller joints, The Escape is probably most notable for the Spider Demon sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. No, my first time playing it, I saw, ooh, hallway, ooh, door. And I went to interact with the door, and both walls opened up, and I see both masterminds on either side of me, and I think I did my classic fucking bird screech and tried to run away. Can't go out because the other door locks behind you, and I just got fucking demolished. Oh, man.
It's Memento Mori's biggest jump scare, but the brains on legs are a cinch to turn against each other. In this run, I optimized their infighting precisely enough to finish them off with only 6 bullets.
That's optimal, yeah. Saves
I
ammo.
really appreciate how Moeller raises elevators to checkpoint your progress by the yellow and blue
Mini's also
doors.
great,
It's
by the
a
way.
considerate gesture ahead of its time. His use of shootable walls is less forward-thinking. The first one flung an exploding barrel
Ah!
in my face, and the second hid the last kill on the map for me for a few minutes. I'm also not sure about this blue key teleporter sequence. The deep water effect is cool and all, but clearing out the same wet corridor 4 times in a row isn't. The
That was
escape is
annoying,
not
yeah.
particularly tough or enjoyable. Grade C, difficulty C. Map 23, Showdown. Ham-handed
Oh my
though
God.
it is.
This was the first map that, like, I had a feeling that the difficulty was gonna go up dramatically. Oh, it's a fucking Kasali map. No wonder. This map wasn't really too hard, but I could feel like if I wasn't careful, I was gonna get spanked.
Showdown is one of Memento Mori's best crowd pleasers, an unfolding slaughterfest stuffed to capacity with Hell's heaviest.
Yeah, it was really good.
Kasali's texturing and layout look like a child's refrigerator drawing compared to the Innocent Crew's work, but his uninhibited approach to action is vastly more entertaining than anything the Moeller brothers did in this WAD. Keep in mind,
It's meant to be an arena, just a big arena.
Experiment. Showdown is like go to it light, packing double-digit Revenants, Barons, Mancubi, Arachnotrons, and Archviles, but also drowning the player in rockets, shells, cells, and power-ups. There are 68 medikits scattered around, and the final leg of the map is much less intimidating with a couple of megaspheres and a white screen to hide behind. Don't flunk out of Archvile Flight School and save a few BFGs for the Flame Boys that try to restart the party when you go for the yellow key. Unfortunately, I do have to take off points for these caged Barons at the end. What a buzzkill. Grade B, difficulty.
Now, had you replaced the Barons with, like, Arachnotrons, we'd be talking. Or even, probably just Arachnotrons, that's what I would have put there.
B. Map 24, Die Hard. I was all ready to label Die Hard a prototype for Blue
Great Christmas movie.
Final Frontier and Antichrist, but as it happens, Milo made both of those maps and probably took inspiration from his brother's work more than he borrowed from Romero. Die Hard is the first in a long line of living end lookalikes. You'll be scooting along the thin ridges, battling barons, wrangling floating
This map was
foes,
pretty tricky.
and keeping two eyes out for Cyberdemon rockets in this subterranean slugfest. Behind this shootable wall lies a teleporter that whisks you away to a secret BFG, invaluable for clearing this circus, toasting Cybe, and cleaning up the myriad meatballs remaining.
I'm jamming
This
the
is
song.
the last time you'll hear Mark Clem's The Wind, the only repeated track in Memento Mori that scores exclusively good maps. The Casali duology was fun while it lasted. Grade B+, difficulty A-. Map 25, Cesspool. You can't spell Memento Mori without meme. Cesspool is a display of confidently executed incompetence masquerading as creativity.
What map
I
is
want
this?
to count its idiocies from the beginning. 1. Walking on these computer panels turns pointless crushers on and off. 2. This shootable switch unlocks a crucial secret, but first-timers are guaranteed to miss it. 3. The next room contains 6 cabinets with goodies.
Oh! I remember this map. Okay. Knuckle crack. This map makes me so angry. I despise this fucking map. He's probably gonna mention it. I'm gonna wait for him to mention it before I rant about it.
Sitting on elevators that lower to meaningless imps, but 30 seconds after the start of the map, those cabinets close forever.
I didn't get any of those, by the way, I'm pretty sure.
It's impossible to get all the kills and secrets in this room unless you take advantage of 4, the shootable lamps, which open a closet with a chain gunner and 2 imps. Going for the 5, impossible to reach an unnecessary blue key, takes you to the 6th meaningless imp, who guards an absurd number of rad suits that you, 6, can't go back for. 7. The red key is not down this way, it's back in the first room. Only clairvoyance will know to press on this pedestal and then the wall behind it to open a lift to the skull key, which is 8, technically optional. 9. You get punished for opening these windows by Kekos and a pain elemental, which are a problem if you're low on ammo, but utterly harmless if you're...
I got nothing to say. He's fucking saying it better than me. I would just say it a lot angrier. He hadn't even said the thing I want to talk about, though.
You're not the curious type. 10. These doors only open if you shoot or punch the switches next to them, because why not? The poison and blood
Like, I get it. You're supposed to touch the switch, but like...
reservoirs both use the deep water effect, which is fine, except for 11A, it looks like garbage here, and 11B, you're totally invisible to monsters when you're in the water and they're not, leading to several really broken fights.
Because it blocks line of sight, yeah. It's too deep.
Like 12, the finale with the
Oh, you skipped over it, yeah. Let's talk about the yellow key. Let's go the fuck back.
punch the switches next to them, because why not? The poison and blood reservoirs both use the deep
Hold on.
open if you shoot or punch the switches next to them, because why not? The poison...
Where is the yellow key in this picture? You're looking at it. It's in this picture somewhere. Believe me, it fucking is. It is straight ahead, right down here, somewhere in this little pit. The only way you can possibly know that is if you jump down there and explore it. By the way, the slime hurts. I didn't know there were rat suits in this map. So I'm going down there taking damage, looking for a key that I didn't know was fucking in there. I'm just running around the map because I'm stuck. Because you drop down this little thing right here. You can't see my mouse, I just realized. Let me fix that really quick. Capture cursor. Yeah, so it's still not capturing. Whatever. You drop down in the fucking grate to your left. The key is literally straight ahead of you in the slime, right? Grab the key, jump down to the grate to your left. You can't go forward unless you have the red or yellow key. So I go down there and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna get a key. Let me go this way. And I go the other way, and it just takes me back to the beginning. And I'm like, what? Right? So you're looking around for a fucking key you can't see, in a thing that you're taking damage from that you wouldn't expect would be in there because you're taking damage. I finally do fucking get the key and go on, and I'm like relieved I can continue my fucking life. Only I'm not tabbed in.
And blood reservoir.
Oh, now you can see my cursor. Yeah, it's... God damn it, I hate myself.
Both use the
It's literally like the yellow key's right over here, and then this is where you are supposed to go.
effect, which is fine, except for 11A.
Let me let him continue.
Looks like garbage here, and 11B, you're totally invisible to monsters when you're in the water, and they're not, leading to several really broken fights, like 12.
Yes, this because you go through this bit right here to your right, and then there's a passage that you can lead up that leads you to the top left of this room, where you drop down where there's these 4 little platforms on each corner of the room with enemies in them. A staircase back here, where there's a Hell Knight, I think a couple Hell Knights, and then the Spider Mastermind just in the middle of the sludge. And it's, this fight's so fucking awkward. It's so awkward. And because I didn't know where any of the secrets were, I'm coming here with practically no ammo, practically no health, and I have all of this to deal with. And I can't remember if it's either standing in the sludge or on the ledge that blocks line of sight, but one of them blocked line of sight. And it doesn't make sense. I can't convey my frustration with this map because it doesn't make any fucking sense. Well, I'm gonna let him continue to see what he has to say about this fucking awful fight.
The finale with the Spider Mama, who can't retaliate against anything because she can't see anything because she's knee-deep in 13. The yellow key is randomly lying in blood. 14. There are 4 exits and some of them block you for some reason. 15. If you don't find a good chunk of these secrets, you're definitely going to run out of ammo. And 16. This is as good a time as any to mention that I really don't like this MIDI. And this is the 3rd damn time we're hearing it in this Megawad. Cesspool is aptly named.
Is this the 80s one I was talking about?
The worst maps to ever insinuate itself into a popular Megawad, and the most obvious flunk in Dean of Doom history. Grade F.
Okay. Alright. My life is complete. My life is complete, finally. Somebody agrees with me. This is a grade I can agree with. Fuck the entirety of this map. This map is one of the few... Like, I'm playing not even remotely fair right now, right? And that WOD makes me angry, but it's meant to make me angry. It's meant to be difficult. This map makes me angry from a design standpoint. That's not supposed to make me angry. It's meant to just be a map. It's meant to just be a map 25. This shouldn't have been a map to begin with. You shouldn't have made the water so fucking deep. You shouldn't have put a mastermind right there. You shouldn't have made the secret so fucking stupid. You shouldn't have hid the yellow key under something that hurts you. I don't like this map. I want to move on or I'm going to have a fucking heart attack.
Difficulty B-. Map 26, Between Scattered Corpses.
This map sucks too!
The innocent crew's greatest gift to Memento Mori. Between Scattered Corpses is straight-up, balls-to-the-wall action. After skirting past the infamous quintuplet of masterminds in the opening room, you'll cage fight with an angry mob of Arachnos, Manx, Hell Knights, Cacos, and spectating imps. Now armed with a BFG, you can clobber the surviving spiders, gut this sewer full of grunts, and steamroll the exit defenders. This is another one of Professor Doomkid's favorites, so I asked him to show me the ropes.
Okay, so there's a...
I want to clarify, I was just kidding when I said this map sucks too. I just thought that'd be really funny. No, this map was really good. It was really interesting. I gotta calm down. I got like legitimately fucking angry during to rant about that map. All I remember is like the beginning fight with like the 3 cybers and the 5 masterminds, and then the bit to the left that I think he's in right now.
BFG coming up that I'm trying to cut my way to.
Yep, I'll be your windbreak here.
My wingman, my frontman, or whatever.
Whatever.
I've got a bunch of ammo already, so if you want to grab all that stuff, you can. There's a BFG down in the hole too.
Please fall.
Hell yes. Oh, now we're stocked. Oh, and Cacodemons. Yes. Oh, this is actually really cool. Wait, no, don't shoot yet. You can't shoot the cage right now. It, like, you like watch him resurrect everything.
Yeah.
This is really cool, actually.
Yeah, watch all your stuff. Go away.
Demon.
Please get the kill with the pistol.
It's like 2002, A Doom Odyssey.
I didn't play that.
That is hilarious.
Memento Mori gives me a craving for unruly maps like this. Unfortunately, it's the last level in the set that I think of fondly. Grade B+, difficulty C.
That was a fine map, yeah. I enjoyed the combat. I don't think I really enjoyed the exploration all that much. So that bit, I kind of do stand by my statement of this map sucks too. But, no, I mean, I think B+ is fair.
Map 27, Fort Hades. A master level in all but name, Fort Hades is a
This map was fucking weird. This map was funky.
circuitous slime base suffering from uneven visuals, bland encounters, a confusing layout, and excess secrets, including a buried rocket launcher and super shotgun. It feels paunchy for its slim monster count, apart from the Blue Key Cyber Duel, which you can just run away from if you want, and the optional Megasphere fight in the dark. There are no memorable moments to speak of here.
I don't remember this. What?
Major design flaws and all. Grade D, difficulty C+.
Alright, anyway.
Map 28, City of the Unavenged.
Oh, this map, dude. Okay, so I hate getting lost in Doom, as you might be able to tell. I'm not the fondest of it. However, I did enjoy this map. I did actually really like this map.
Ultimate Jens Nielsen experience, City of the Unavenged.
It was hard as fuck, but I did enjoy it.
The sternest test Memento Mori has to offer. It requires a substantial investment of effort, diligence, and patience to subdue its forces and unravel its progression. If this map were just its first 5 minutes, it might be my favorite in the whole Megawad now that I know where to find the SSG. I love a good street fight. These first few Archvile intrusions get the juices flowing, and Nielsen lays out enough armor, shells, and health to keep your energy up, but the moment your boomstick goes silent, the map dies. City of the Unavenged is one of the quintessential works of switch huntism. Rarely, if ever, have I seen a map so artificially draw itself out. DoomWiki's walkthrough for this map is half the length of this video's script for good reason. Nielsen goes to extreme lengths to befuddle the player. And for what? A few more minutes spent listening to...
I mean, the MIDI's fine. There's better ones. Would I like to listen to this for the whole map? Not really. I do agree with the comment, but I mean, I think there's worse.
Boy, you know, after the 400th time, I actually really like that part, come to think of it. Making...
I'm sorry if I offended you. Whoops, I had a button. What did I do?
Matters worse, the action quickly spirals into cheap, mean-spirited, point-blank ambushes and repetitive sessions of cleaning up goons that Archviles reanimated. Once more, I called upon Professor Decino for assistance.
Alright, Decino, what's up?
This time, we really had our work cut out for us.
Oh, Christ. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Another Archvile.
I don't remember this beginning being.
Oh, it's a blitzkrieg in the beginning.
There's that pillar in the middle.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to it, but...
Wow,
so...
yeah, this is chaos.
Oh,
God.
Archie. No.
I am dead.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Are you ready? Okay.
Yep.
Hello. You want to get out of there. But you know what else is here?
What? Another cyber.
Dude, I love the fucking... Oh my god. So that staircase that they just ran up, this one right here, I was in voice call with some friends, and I ran up the stairs. I think I was mid-conversation or something, and I ran up the stairs and saw the cyber demon and was like, Jesus! And I fucking scared, like, all of them, because I was not expecting you to put... I knew there was going to be something around the corner. I wasn't expecting a fucking cyber demon to be standing right there, like, hello! Like, oh my god, it's so fucking hilarious.
Another cyber.
Became a statue.
2 more minutes, internet. Need 2 more minutes. You see a Baron attacking?
With enough familiarity and preparation, City of the Unavenged isn't quite as daunting as it seems, but it's never not a slog. Decino had this to say of it.
Okay, single player, I played this like a week ago, it was an awful experience, but this co-op session I actually found really enjoyable. Of course you have twice the firepower, so that helps, but also like these very subtle cooperative elements I found really intuitive, and I'm actually quite impressed that this is, what, 25 years old, and they already thought of stuff like that. Multiplayer is a really good experience for this map. Single player, not so much.
My single player grade is D-, difficulty A-. Map 29, Island of Death.
Never a more fitting penultimate song to a WAD than this, I think. Because it doubles as the first song that you hear. Or doubles as the song from map 1. But it's used here so expertly. It sounds so fitting. It's so good.
I suspect Thomas Moeller knew how unnecessarily convoluted his map was, because in single player you can hang a right, grab the red key, and dart through the chapel, down the stairs, past the berserk packs, and through the red door.
I didn't know that!
Switch and run immediately to the exit, beating the map in 30 seconds flat.
I didn't know that! What the fuck? Why would you do that? Oh, come on! I had to suffer through the whole map. Suffer, I say suffer. I had fun! Come on! Why would you put the red key right there in single player? This is bullshit. This is stupid. Oops, I fucking muted it.
Memento, switch and run immediately to the exit,
Nice
beating
bow.
the map in 30 seconds flat. Island of Death is Memento Mori in a nutshell. Long, confusing, full of pinkies, messily integrated single and multiplayer gameplay. God help me, I gave Island of Death more than one chance, but I never tracked down every kill, never fully plumbed its long list of non-secret secrets, and I remain baffled by its purposefully inaccessible design choices. The only encounter I sort of like is the big fight with the monster spawning machine after you grab the yellow key.
That was a
The
cool
rest
fight.
is just a big, amorphous memory of shotgunning stuff. I'm pretty
Amorphous, great death metal band, by the way.
sure several things broke
Actually, not really. They're not really my kind of style, but...
during my recorded playthrough because these sites don't look normal. It also took me 3 solo playthroughs to figure out how to open this iron door, which I know there's another way up here, but when presented with a door that I know should open for multiplayer experience, and when I can see the thing opening from out of the corner of my eye, I want to be able to open it without having to lower myself into a pit, time a switch press and another door, run to catch it, and then be met with another door that requires another switch to open. This is what I mean by messily integrated single and multiplayer gameplay. I won't go quite so far as to call this...
Like, I'll give that one benefit because it's probably meant to be done with 4 players, or at least more than one. So in single player, that definitely hits the eye wrong, but it's probably meant to be like a multiplayer puzzle.
garbage, but the last
That'll make it fun. That's just my justification for it.
thing Memento Mori needed was to get in one more impenetrable drag before the buzzer. Grade D-, difficulty C+. Map 30, Viper. Milo Casali holds the unusual
Great fucking name for a map, by the way. The last one.
distinction of having created 2 classic-style Icon of Sin maps that are actually pretty fun. Gather supplies, rush the fortress, and ready the BFG before taking the demon teleporter so you won't get your face clawed off like I did. Press this switch and circle back to the library to obtain the blue key, restock as needed, and then it's time to duke it out with the demon spitter. The gimmick here is Casali placed a cyber demon in front of Romero's head, and you need to wear him down by fitting rockets through this slot. It's just barely big enough to fit plasma bolts through, so I usually don't waste my time trying. With Cybe out of the way,
Cheater.
pump rockets into the unguarded brain hole and rejoice. My profuse thanks to Mr. Casali for not making his map 30 a big ordeal. Grade B-.
It was a good icon.
D.
It was a good icon.
So, I have to get something off my chest.
Before he does that, I want to say I had a theory about this. 'Cause I knew this was coming for quite a while. I thought this WOD was going to be summer schooled. I was expecting the summer school experience with this, but when I woke up today and saw this, I was pleasantly surprised, and I knew that there was going to be a good video on my hands. Alright, what do you got to get off your chest, bud?
I really don't like Memento Mori. I understand that it's a nostalgia bender for certain people. I feel the same way about TNT Evolution, and it's objectively impressive for being made before the advent of proper Doom editing tools, but empathy and respect translate to diddly squat in terms of entertainment for me. This
Sure.
episode has been over a year in the making, and I'll be honest, if my patrons didn't vote for Memento Mori to appear in Season 2, I would have canned it.
Oh, yeah, we did! We did, that's right! He gave us a poll. Like, I think at the start of Season 2. Or no, it was at the beginning of Season 2. It was near the beginning of Season 2. Of what we wanted to see. And he did 2 rounds of it. And I think he did 2 rounds of it. Or it might have just been 1, but like Memento Mori won by not a considerable amount, but like it won. And I distinctly remember him saying, yeah, so Memento Mori is going to be around episode 10 or so. You're at least in the 10s.
Long time ago. It's not the most painful megawatt I've covered and doesn't quite sink to master levels of incompetence, but it is undoubtedly the most mediocre Doom experience I portrayed on this show, which made it the hardest WOD to write about.
Hey, I have a question.
Before you ask your question, Delinquent, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I think, and he can enlighten on this if he likes. I think this is part of the reason why there was such a huge drought between the Halloween episode and 3-year Dagon. Because that was like a 2 or 3 month break. And I know his living situation was not the easiest. I don't know the details. It's not really any of my business what the details are, but I know he didn't have a lot of time. So not a lot of time plus Memento Mori. He wasn't really enjoying that. I think that's part of the reason why there was such a long hiatus is because he really did not want to make this video. He did, but like he really didn't want to play Memento Mori at like really probably all that much. So that's probably why there was such a huge drought.
If it's so bad, then why did you make me sit through an entire lecture on it? What's the point of calling something a classic if you actually hate it?
That's how the canon works, Delinquent. We keep on teaching the musty tomes so people resent them enough to outdo them.
You mean like what Halo, Half-Life, and Call of Duty did to Doom?
Okay, class dismissed.
Get the fuck out! Get out of my classroom!
Do them.
You mean like what Halo, Half-Life, and Call of Duty did to Doom?
Okay, class dismissed.
Finally.
Anyway, my final grade for Memento Mori
D.
is a D+.
Oh, that's
with
all right.
caveats that I have no special connection with it, and it's not in any way my kind of Doom wad. As always, please take my opinion with a grain of salt. As for difficulty, I'll rate it a solid C, quite a bit tougher than Doom 2.
Alright, hold on a minute. I took Latin, but I didn't take that much Latin. I know forte generally means like... Does it mean like loud? Well, Mori, that's something to do with death. I know forte in music just means like louder. It refers to a note of loud noise or something like that. Fortasse Morieris. Perhaps he will die.
But approachable enough for non-hardcore players to have a stab at. It's fun with friends. Speaking of which, I want to thank my good buddies and longtime friends of the channel, the Sino and Doom Kid, for joining me on this little journey. Their company, firepower, and expertise made the 6 levels we played together easily my favorite part of this video's production. I hope I can find an excuse to bring you guys back for another episode if you're game. Now for my Dean's List. Valedictorian, Map 26, Between Scattered Corpses. Salutatorian is a tie between Map 15, Karma Coma, and Map 24, Die Hard. Class President, Map 28, City of the Unavenged, and the dunce cap goes to
25.
Cesspool.
The
Thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to share your thoughts on the wad down
Oh,
below.
God.
What you think, and I'll heart your comments to let you know I've
This
read
episode
them.
was everything I
Now,
hoped it would
take a
be and
moment to
more.
Acknowledge my generous patrons.
Yo, hold on. Okay, let me see if there's anything after the credits. I don't think so. I don't think there is. These, man, you're getting a lot of patrons. Wait, hold on.
Mr. Meme 1990, My Olden, Neurometry,
That's me! Alright. I wanted to make that bet, I'm sorry. Let me see here.
and Simon Coos. Thank you. I appreciate you all very much. This is Mount
Oh, yeah.
27, and I'll see you in the Season 2 finale of Dean of Doom.
Yep, there's 20. Oh, there's 20. Alright. Well, I can't wait for next week, man. Oh, dude, it's gonna be so exciting. I wonder what he's gonna play. I mean, he gave us a couple names of other WoD titles, but I think he's played through all the ones he's given us already. So I think I have literally not a single idea what's coming. Well, whatever it is, I'm so excited. Oh my god, it's over an hour. This video's over a fucking hour long. I'm so excited, man. I am... Alright, great fucking episode. One of my favorites, I think, so far. I think it's probably my highlight episode of Season 2, but just because it's just I have a connection with it. Yeah, I mean... I got to rant about Map 25. I'm happy I finally got to vent that to somebody who's going to understand it. Oh, man. Man, what a fucking knockout episode.